My dear listener, do you know that creativity is life? A keen observation of the environment is proof that everything around you is a product of creation, God's creation and man's invention. It is on that note that I welcome you to today's edition of Art Talk, the Radio BENUE program for the creatives, where creative personalities take us into their creative world of fine art, applied art, music, creative writing, and whatever it is you do that can be termed creative, with the aim of impacting positively and getting you to discover your creative ability that you might have left dormant for a long time. I'm EUNICE OGENYI, once again welcoming you to the program. I'm not alone in the studio, as right here with me there's a guest to take us into her creative world of arts. She is ENO OLOKPO. It's good to have you on Art Talk.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Our listener would like to meet you.
Okay, my name is ENO OLOKPO and I'm 15 years old. I'm currently a homeschooler and I've written a children's book. It's not just an illustrated children's book. It's a book that may have morals for everyone in the society.
Part of your hobbies include reading, cooking, writing, and traveling. I would like us to dwell on the aspect of writing because that's why you're here in the studio. How did you start?
Well, first off, my parents are both writers and teachers, so I do a lot of reading. And growing up, there has been many things that I want to do, mostly concerning art. I draw, and last year I happened to bring myself together to write a children's book titled The Bowl of Rice.
So that's how you started?
Yes.
In learning, you said you're a home learner.
Yes,
homeschooler. A homeschooler, okay. As a homeschooler, does your learning process have anything to do with learning basic writing skills?
Yes, we have literature classes, public speaking, and we are learning the power of storytelling. So that is, with this book, there are many things I can achieve for myself and for the society. And that's what I'm using my book, The Bowl of Rice, the first book I've written, to start achieving that dream because it connects to the society and to my community.
It connects your society and the community. But before I get to that point, could you share with us some of these basic writing skills? Because you're also here to educate us. And there might be someone out there who has this desire to write just as you're into writing, but doesn't have a knowledge of how to go about it. Could you share with us basic writing skills?
Okay, for basic writing skills, you have to have a story, first of all, a good story. And what every good story has is something to teach anyone, be it children or adults. It has something to teach. It has something meaningful to teach about life or about the human person. Then you should have characters. The characters should be people that the reader can connect to. The characters should be people that the reader can feel, can make the reader feel. Because if you are reading a book and the character is going through something and you are able to feel that pain or that joy, you will connect more to the book. And if there's a moral, a good moral in it, it will help you absorb the moral better.
It will help you absorb the moral better, having a storyline.
Yes.
And bringing out the characters in a way that...
Relatable
characters. Okay, that's a good one. So you are the author of the book, The Bowl of Rice. Could you share with us what inspired you to write?
Well, there are two major things that inspired this story. One is the cooking process, which is like a class for me. I learned how to cook from my mom. So that cooking process to me looked like a story. the way your mom puts in the ingredients, the way it all comes together, the way food all comes together, it's like a story to me. So I just brought that story and gave it life. And then another thing that inspired the story is the situation our society is in today. There are many things that are happening that are not benefiting everybody in the society, and that is a problem. So the book is not really a solution, the book is an example to those who are to create the solution. I created the book, and if I can go around and show everyone this book, it will teach them to be able to create things for themselves, and they may even in creating create a very valid solution for the problems we are facing in society.
So your book is not a solution per se according to you, but for the people that can bring about the solution to take it up from there and work it out.
Yes.
So, dear listener, if you've just tuned in, the program is Art Talk, the Radio BENUE program for the creatives. And today our guest is ENO OLOKPO, a creative writer who has authored her first published work titled The Bowl of Rice. And she's here telling us about the insights she had as to what gave her that springboard to come up with it. And I'm EUNICE OGENYI asking you to stay on even as we relax to some music and get back to our discussion. Don't go away.
With the book, I will be able to show the youth or the younger generation a formula that can help them to, something that can help them to help themselves. So by traveling, I'll meet people of my age firsthand, and in the story, rice was nothing. Rice was unattractive. Nobody wanted anything to do with it. But it met people. It met the little dove. It met the little girl. So from then on, it went to a place where it was transformed by also joining with other ingredients. So connecting with the youth, in this case, it would be finding people who can help you on your journey, because nobody can do it alone. The youth who are on social media not knowing their way, if they can find somebody to guide them and take them and show them how to do things, then they will have the time enough to open themselves up and see what talent or what creative thing they have, and to work on that skill to better it, so that they can better themselves. So that is the example that the story is. The story is just an example that anybody can connect with. Even myself, not many people have known me up till now, but if I begin to meet people on this journey of my writing and I get encouragement and support, I'll go far, and in going far, I can also carry others along with me. So that is how I think the book can affect people positively, and the community as well.
So you mentioned traveling. Does that mean you intend to travel to meet those people one-on-one and share this vision with them?
Yes, because if I just stay in this one place in MAKURDI, I'll not know what's out there in the world. I won't know what people are going through. I won't be able to see for myself what's actually going on in the community or in the country. But if I meet people together, they say things are better solved when there are more people. Two heads are better than one. So if I meet these people, I can help them bring out their creativity, and they can also help me to bring out something in myself that I didn't know. Like, this radio station is helping me with public speaking right now. It's not very easy, but I have this experience and I'm grateful. I'm a homeschooler, so anything concerning experience, which is the best teacher, is the main education for me. This is my class this morning, and to travel the 36 states will be a great education. I have a very large experience that I can share as well. The way I've shared this story, or I'm planning to share this story with people of my age and the younger generation.
There's something called writer's block when you're writing. Did you experience that?
Yes, the bowl of rice has other series. You know, rice, you can cook many things with it. There's rice and beans, there's jollof rice, so there are series on that. And when I finished with this and I got the idea of the series, I started writing. But there were many challenges because the ideas didn't come as quick as the first one. But I'm grateful now that I have been able to do it. But they are not yet published. But I do have writer's block because anytime I'm trying to write something new for the first time, like if I get the idea, I may not be able to put it all down in all the details and all the words that I wish for it to look like. So, but after a while it goes because I keep having more ideas for things to write. So I'm able to put them down to be able to write the others.
So this is your first published work. That means we'll be looking forward to having more writings from ENO OLOKPO.
Yes, many more, of course.
Is there anyone you'd like to appreciate that's helped you so far?
First of all, I'd like to appreciate my parents. They've been very encouraging. Mr. and Mrs. Olokpo, they noticed when I started writing and drawing at a younger age. I'm 15 now. So they noticed it like 2 to 3 years back when we started homeschooling. So my mom made sure that I got all the materials I need. And she didn't let me rest. Every day she would say draw or write. So they've been very encouraging. And my siblings too. They're always there to give me ideas on the illustrations. You know, they look childlike. I do more serious drawings. So they told me that if I wanted children to like it, I had to make it colorful. So I watched how they drew and I came up with this. So they've also been there for me. And I like to thank this radio station, Radio BENUE. This is a very big thing for me, and you are a part of the journey. There's still a long way to go, but I'm grateful to you all. Thank you.
Before we wrap it up on today's edition, I'd like you to say something to the youth.
Okay. Every young person out there today, if you are listening to this, there is nothing that you cannot do. As long as you were born with a talent, anything that your talent is, if you bring it out and you work on it, you'll be able to go far. And if we can all go far, then we will be one of the best leaders of tomorrow. Because like someone told me, catch them young. It is as we are young now that we will be able to catch our talents, our creativity, and it will go a long way for us and for all those around us. We'll be able to help our society and better all our communities. And we may have a much better country in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our guest, ENO OLOKPO, for making our time to be on Art Talk, the Radio BENUE program for the creatives, where you shared with us on your first published work, The Bowl of Rice, which I enjoyed immensely.
Thank you, Ms. Ogeni.
And so, dear listener, that's how it's been on today's edition. I appreciate the efforts of Victoria Enyi and Joy Agada, the recording studio managers, for their audio balancing. On behalf of the producer of the program, Owani Ulegede, I'm EUNICE Ogengyi. Urge you to keep a date next week. And remember, creativity is life. So get creative and stay creative. Bye.